This video is riding up to the top of Taylor Pass. I'm starting at the bottom of the road where you get on the Taylor Pass road. It says it's 5 miles from here to the top of the pass. That's 17 miles. That's what it takes to get there from Taylor Park. I'm going to put the entire ride on here, so this video is going to be longer than I normally make them. But this will give you, if somebody's wanting to see what the trail is, this will give you a good idea. Now, the reason we like going up Taylor Pass Trail, and we usually do it when we come down this way, because you got to drive so much road to get down here to it. And the same with American Flag. So usually we will go down. It's not no fun driving the road, all that road, because especially when it's dusty. So when we come down this way, we go up American Flag, and then we come back off American Flag and loop around and come up the Taylor Pass. Now this, if you've watched any of my previous videos on this trip, it's a little later in the year than we normally come. And there's a section on this trail where you're riding in a stream, and it's a fairly long section. There was no water in the stream at all. It just caught me by surprise when all of a sudden we were at the section where you would be coming out of the stream, and we never ran into the stream. So out of all the years I've come out here, I've never rode this with there wasn't water in the stream that you were riding in. There's a lot of aspen trees on the way up. You're slowly going up in altitude all the way. You can kind of, doesn't look like it, but if you look at the trees, you can see the angle of the trees. They're going straight up, so that's how you can kind of judge the trail going up. We had came down and went up American Flag early in the morning. That's the previous video I had out before this, so if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. But we always like to go to it early in the morning, so there's usually not very many people or nobody up there then. And then when we come down, it's not very far to loop around to come up to this trail. Like I said, this trail is 5 miles long. I would have went faster if I was planning on just making one video of the whole trail. I would have sped up and went faster. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I usually don't like to put 20 plus minute videos out. I know some people don't like to watch them that long. There's nothing super hard on this trail. There's a couple of spots that are a little rocky, but nothing that anybody shouldn't be able to handle easily. I'm still trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers, so if anybody's watching these videos. If you would subscribe, it'd help me out. I'm getting close, so I've gone this long. I'd just like to make it just so I can say I did. And me and my wife, we live in the Kansas City, Missouri area. For us to get out here, it's a 12-hour drive. But the nice thing about coming out here in July or August is it's so hot back at home. You come out here in the mountains out here at altitude, and you almost need a jacket in the mornings, but it warms up to maybe 70 or so during the day. And humidity is practically zero. But it can be dusty out here at times. I always give my wife a bunch of crap about this. This was supposedly a stagecoach route over Taylor Pass to Aspen. If you could drive a stagecoach up it, then you shouldn't have no trouble in a side-by-side. I'm not sure, but I believe this is where you would be in the stream right now. This would all have water running down it. But I don't know if it's because we came later in the year and all the snow has already melted off so that you don't have it, or if they just didn't have a much snow this year. This area here would be underwater. No, this would be underwater for sure. And I've been out here some years where it was really flowing a lot of water. This is where you would come out of the stream, and this was pretty bad up here. But over the years, it's got beat down, and it's a lot easier. But it was, you know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, you had to really pick your way through to get through here without bottoming out on some big boulders and stuff. But it has really changed in the last couple of years. But that would have been where you came out of the creek, and that would have been the end of the ride through the creek. But like I said, I didn't realize it until I got to that point that we were never in the creek. Yeah, years ago, back in the late 80s and 90s, used to come out here on dirt bikes and ride a lot. There was a big group of us that would come out and ride. Now I'm old and retired, got the side-by-side, now my wife gets to go. But it gets a little more rocky the closer you get to the final climb up to the top of the pass. There is a lake up there, Taylor Pass Lake, I think is what it's called, or maybe it's just called Taylor Lake. But it's a scenic ride up through there. Now when you get up to the top of the pass, if you wanted to, you could keep going straight on up higher and head over to Aspen, where you would come out at the top of one of the ski slopes. And you can ride down to the edge of Aspen, but they don't allow you to ride into Aspen anymore, so you can't even go down and get gas or anything, so we don't do it anymore. And sometimes some of the people there at the ski slope are not real friendly towards off-road people. We've been there a few times, and they have the ski slope open, the gondola running, so tourists can come up from Aspen and up there and stuff. And they have a restaurant and stuff open up there. But we've been there a few times, and we didn't want to go back anymore. And if you get to the top, if you go to your left when you're going up that trail, that'll take you down to where you can get to a ghost town if you wanted to, which there's just a few buildings, and they have some markers and stuff out. But you can see here as you get closer to it gets a little rockier.
Stagecoach over there so we can get back and drag. I knew you would.
My wife she knew I was going to tell her that sometime or another.
No, Janice, I do not.
Somewhere we lost the lens cap for our camera sometime on the trip. Never did find it. Yeah, see, there's where I realized if I could have went a lot faster than I did, and made the video a lot shorter, but Yeah, when we got up to the top of the pass, we stopped and we ate lunch. I would have flown my drone around a little bit, but it was pretty windy up there, so I didn't do it. But you can see pretty far in the distance up there. And it's not one of the highest passes. Most of the passes you go over are around 12,000 feet. This one is under 12,000.
This is what always killed me on the hike. It's always wore out, then you get into those rocks on this uphill. If you lost your momentum, it was hard to get going again.
Yeah, we got up there and ate our lunch. We had the whole place to ourselves. Right before we left, a group of motorcycles came through. I talked for them just a second, and they went on. This is up to the top of the pass. They got a sign there that
And we made it.
everybody stops and gets their picture took with, and that sign right straight ahead.
All right, we made it to the top of Taylor Pass, which was supposed to be 5 miles from where we got on it. The altitude is 11,926 feet, according to my Polaris. And there's the sign everybody gets their picture took with. But we're gonna stop and take our lunch break.
There's the little lake, Taylor Lake. When you're coming up, you're coming by it on that trail down there.
And that's Taylor Pass Lake. And as far as you can see in the distance is where we came. And this is Taylor Pass.
When we left, we went down.
It was a stagecoach route.
When we left, we went down around a different direction.
If we wanted to, we could go to Aspen.
Yeah, that's the trail you would take on up to Aspen.
But it comes out the top of one of the ski slopes. We've been there before. Sometimes the people aren't real friendly there towards off-road people. and they won't let you drive down into Aspen to the gas station anymore. So anyways,
when we left, we're going to the right, going down where we normally would have went to the left. This is the way we came up, and we're circling down around the lake, which is not a hard trail or anything. It just takes a little loop, makes a little loop around to come back to it. And there's kind of another little one there too, but there's the main one. It's a nice little lake. If you was a fisherman, I've seen people come all the way up there to fish. So, but I'm going to be putting out another video of the Colorado trip here in about a week or so. I appreciate anybody who would like to subscribe, like the video, help me out, help me get to that 1,000. But check back in about a week. Thanks for watching.